Hey, you guys. Hey, lovelies, kings, queens, gods, goddesses, and everyone else. Everyone is everything, so that was everyone. Just wanted to talk about letting go. Letting go, being able to let go. Now, letting go of something does not mean that you forgot it. It doesn't mean that it's not important, but you have to know how to categorize things in your life. You have to know what to prioritize in your life. So if individuals or things are putting you in a position where you have to choose between you and them or you and it, always know that you should always be the priority for yourself, because others will always be the priority for themselves. Okay? Always. And I know a lot of times letting go is hard for us to do. It's hard to let go of loved ones people who we've loved with all of our hearts, who've moved on, people we've loved who've passed. I wouldn't even say past, transition to another dimension. It's hard for us to let go of materialistic things that we've worked so hard to achieve and get. It's hard to let go of these things because, one, like we say, we worked so hard for these things, and two, we became so comfortable in having these things that make us who we are, without realizing that it is actually what is inside that makes us who we are, because everything else can fade away and will fade away in time. And the only thing that lasts is internal. The love that you have internal, the love that you have for yourself, inside and others. But it's the inside that lasts, not whatever else you're trying to do. And in letting these things go, you'll find that a lot of times the things that you wanted will start to appear for you because you made room for them. Now, the new things can't come in without having room. If you have too much baggage, too much old crap in the way, the new stuff isn't going to come around until you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn and you prepared yourself to let these things go. Because after a certain point of trying to fix something so much, there has to come a time where you realize that there is nothing that you can do. And yes, we want to be in control of our lives. And yes, I'm not saying to let something else control you or control how you feel or anything for that matter. But what I'm saying is you can't control everything. So for those matters that you can't, you have to kind of start letting them go. And that's the only way you're going to have inner peace. Because if you're constantly trying to work on something that can't be fixed by you, you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to waste a lot of energy that you're not going to get back from doing so. So just be mindful of that. And don't be afraid to let go. Because a lot of us have that fear of letting things go. We shouldn't be afraid of letting things go. We shouldn't be afraid at all of letting things go. And I know it's because, like I said, we're comfortable, but we must become comfortable with change. We must become comfortable with change, because the thing is, change is the only thing that's inevitable. Change is the only thing that will consistently happen for us. Consistently. And without welcoming it, you're going to give yourself a much harder time than you probably need to. Just for the simple fact that you're afraid of change. When change is the reason why we are where we are now. If things hadn't changed from the way that they were 200, 300 years ago, we're still being complete physical slavery, not mental slavery, because that's a whole nother discussion. But we'll still be in complete physical slavery if things hadn't changed, if somebody hadn't said, hey, things can't be this way, or hey, I have to let these feelings go so that something better can come along. Okay? Or I have to find that spot in myself where I love myself enough to know that I deserve better and go get it. That is the change. And not sometimes the change may not be as positive or what we would want. I'm not even going to use the word positive, but it might not even be what we want. But I guarantee you it's going to be what you need. I guarantee you. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be getting it. We only receive stuff that we need. Okay? We only receive stuff that we need. So if we're constantly going through some situations over and over and over and over again, it's probably because we didn't learn the lesson the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. So we're going to keep getting the same old lesson, because we have that lesson is actually learning that the definition of insanity, it's doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, thinking you're going to get a different result. So it's learning that that's not going to happen. Change, that thing that we're so afraid of, is necessary. It's so necessary to bring about whatever it is in your life that you're trying to achieve. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just welcome it with open arms. Welcome it. Love yourself. Love where you are right now. And be hopeful for where you're going to be. Be grateful for what you have. And know that you will be blessed with more. Know it. Feel it. Know it. Okay? Don't believe it. Know it. Okay? And everything in your life will start to change. Everything. Not saying that you're still not going to have some days, some not so great days. But it's all for the betterment of you. It's all for the betterment of you. So if you do realize that, you're already halfway there. You're already there. You're already there. I wish you much peace, love, prosperity in the near futures. I hope it's touched someone where it needed to be touched at. I'm gonna come back a little bit later with some more knowledge for you. I just had to share some hope, share some courage. It takes courage. It takes courage. Embrace the courage. Because it's all with you. You have everything you need. So go with it. Peace and love. Peace, love, love.